Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Welcome to
Okay.
Same Cast Different Day podcast. I am Martel Rowland. We have Crystal B, Old Man Theater, and Wentworth Max is where we're going with here with us. And as always, do not forget to head over to habits365.com and use code Martel, wrong one, Anthony 4 to receive 20% off your purchase. And then don't forget to head over to bearskn.com. That's bearskin, and use code Anthony B to receive your 5% off. And then also don't forget to head over to what's the other Raise Rebellion and use code Martin1 to receive 10% off your purchase. And then by the way, I get a portion of all your whatever you spend. So thank y'all for tuning in.
Good health pay to be in the senior citizen club. He's a young dude, but he's old.
You're older than me, you old bag. See, how's you gonna get started right off the top? See what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, this get too hot. I gotta take my sweatshirt off. This shit's getting too hot already. That's enough of this.
He just came in on shenanigans.
Look at this. Comes in.
Who's forgetful?
Hey, you got a little something in that Coca-Cola tonight there, Theo? A little something that you're adding to it? A little something in that drink?
I got the Pepsi out now. But who's kind of forgetful? Okay. He'll start on me and you in a minute.
Okay, so he's calling me forgetful because I might have left my cell phone sitting on the window ledge yesterday, and I might have left my work ID badge in the car today, and I might have last week left the work phone on one of the units the other week.
Oh boy!
And I might have walked into a door at work also.
Wine is a hell of an alcohol.
You know what?
What? Oh my goodness!
I can't help it. I mean,
that's the host, people. These hosts.
Let's go, Brandon.
So, okay.
With New Year's coming up, what is everybody plans for New Year's? Crystal, you first.
Okay, me first. Okay. I'm not going to do too much, but I'm actually going to have a beverage because Martel's been bugging me for so long after surgery if I ever was going to have a beverage. So I'm actually going to have a little bottle. Not that size, a bottle. He's drinking. Not that size, but, it's okay.
You don't know what you're missing.
We're going to have a small bottle. I don't know. I'm not going to do too much. Probably watch some on my Roku or cable TV. I don't know. Nothing really exciting.
Oh, good Lord Jesus!
So that's what I'll be doing. What Max? What are you gonna be doing for the holiday season coming up here for New Year's?
Oh, can Max hear us?
Max, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what are you gonna do for New Year's, Max?
Oh. Oh no. The problem is I gotta work pretty much New Year's Eve, so it all depends. I mean, I might get home early, I might not. Usually for New Year's, I'm kind of mellow.
So I know for New Year's, although I have to work, I'll still be drinking to that because I still got to work New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So I'll be drinking to that. Clink, clink, everybody.
There you go.
Clink, clink.
Oh my gosh, clink, clink. You keep
Cheers.
drinking, buddy. Cheers then. I got my bottle of water. Cheers. There we go.
Martel, what do you do for a living? Just out of curiosity, since I'm just now meeting you.
I work at a hospital in the sanitation team with this guy over here.
Okay, cool.
With that
Old Man Theater. I need another bottle of wine.
ARP guy? That's what the
The ARP guy. Old Man Theater. Old Man Theater plans is to be in the same place as me, probably.
he's trying to go home, probably have a drink, go to bed early.
You work New Year's Day, mister.
I'm gonna work New Year's Eve. Well, no, New Year's. Yeah, New Year. I'm off. No, I work New Year's. Okay.
See?
Hey.
Just pick a day and just not gonna do one.
I was just trying to think on what I was gonna do New Year's Eve. Actually, I'm gonna get off from here. I mean, from the hospital, and I'm gonna gather up these lights. I'm gonna go take me a nap, and I'm gonna have some wine. I'm gonna be riding around giving away lights on the discount as long as you buy wine.
Why
And
is
then
you?
I'm gonna get up about 9 o'clock and try to distribute them.
Why
And
is
go
you
to church
always?
and pray.
Why is you
Wait,
always
wait,
trying to
wait,
sell my
wait, wait,
Christmas
wait,
lights?
wait. This is the guy that's gonna take your Christmas lights. Now he wants to take. Wait, no, wait. Now he
Go
wants
to
to take
church.
your bottles of wine.
Well, hey,
Wait,
they
wait,
can
wait,
go
wait. Hold on. Hold on.
and they can go as a steal right now. I mean, it's after Christmas. The
But,
prices go way down.
but why my
I-
why is
I
always
think-
my
I think-
Christmas
I think he's
lights and
nuts.
wine?
Well, why not? You got it.
I think he's. I think.
To be jolly. La 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 la.
Jeez, listen to this guy being jolly. Really,
You know,
dude? Santa Claus retired.
all serious business. Planning on getting off New Year's Eve, going home, taking me a nap, getting up, do lift for a couple of hours, and go to church and bring in the New Year's at church. I'll probably do a little bit more lift after then and take me a nap and then come in and hang out with that piece of.
Hold the hell on. Wait, hold the hell
Hey,
on.
wait. He's gonna pray for us. He said he's gonna pray for us.
Hold the hell on.
He's gonna
What
go to
church?
work and pray for us.
What church
Whatever
house is this?
side you
Because
go.
we ain't gonna have you burning down, and we ain't gonna have you going to no church house, and then you get struck by lightning, and then the whole church house get burned
Oh,
down.
Jesus.
Hopefully I'll come back to the podcast. The head of the podcast meeting got saved and stopped picking with people.
Me? I don't.
Oh, you get saved. Yay! Woo! Get saved.
Pray that I don't have to lay hands on you, and it won't be holy hands either.
But I don't pick with people. You know what, old man theater? I thought we was cool.
Oh my God.
And then y'all he had the nerve to try and lie. Am my life still going? Okay. Do you know he had the nerve to try to lie and say that he the reason why I get to work on time now?
I am. He actually get to work on time now because he's too busy trying to race me there and tell me that I'm late.
Hold on, I need to get over there. I need to get to my location of work.
No, that ain't the reason why, because I still get there late half the time.
Bullshit.
Crystal, do you got your phone volume turned down? I can hear myself echoing.
I do. Hold on.
You've been more early now lately than anything.
Yeah,
They
now
talking about giving you a raise.
oh, now you took yourself off the live.
That's all I could do. It apparently I couldn't get that call out.
Lord have mercy. Let me see if I.
But what we get down to today tonight?
So, I want to touch bases on, because there was some information that came out after we recorded the last episode about the truck driver who was sentenced to 110 years in prison. So the judge is considering, or was it the DA or the judge? One of them are considering to reduce his charges to 20 to 30 years, which I think it still should be less than that for a simple accident. And then somebody posted a video from their car, the truck, I guess, like flying past them real fast, and he drove past the ramp thingy. I don't know what it's called, the runaway truck ramp.
The runaway truck ramp, yeah.
What I saw in the video was complete panic. This guy didn't know what to do when his brakes failed. That looked like complete panic.
I get that. I guess I'll put my 2 cents in. I am a commercial driver's. I have a commercial driver's license. I drive a commercial truck. I won't say for who, for obvious reasons. And I can understand with DOT and everything. I mean, I can understand. I'm kind of left 50-50 because I'm not a truck driver, but I'm also commercial driver's license. So I'm kind of in this weird kind of bubble.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear what normal people say, just everybody has, your regular run of the mill driver's license. But then the truckers at the same time, I sit there and I go, okay, I get what you're saying. I'm left in this weird kind of, I guess, middle ground.
Right.
Where I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain it for me because it's like I agree with the truck drivers, especially not the ones that are sitting there going, "Oh no, we're going to sit there. Everything's wrong, and you're doing it wrong, and blah blah blah." And he needs to be, let go, and everything's fine. Because I don't agree with that. Because if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing,
Mm-hmm.
at least doing everything right, according to DOT regulations, according to truck driving regulations, CDL regulations, there was a bunch of steps that he kind of ignored or didn't do. At the same time, from a normal person's standpoint, they're looking at it like, oh, it's such a bad turn. Why is he giving, 120 years? But he also has the minimum. I guess he's in a state where there's like minimum requirements, where it's like, regardless what happened, you're going to have 120 years, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That type of thing. So I want him to have a lesser sentence at the same time as a person who drives a truck for a commercial company and has a DOT and CDL, I guess you would call it licenses, whatever requirements. I'm left kind of in the middle, where it's like I'm siding with both of them, basically. Where I want him to have a lesser sentence, but I understand why he got what he got.
I understand where you coming
That's my
from.
2 cents. Yeah.
Because I kind of look at it as if, what if, that was somebody who, for instance, was just a regular car driver, a regular SUV driver, and they brakes fail and that same situation happened. Would that person have gotten 110 years? And then the company that he worked for also had a history of failed trucks and issues with the trucks and maintenance and keeping up with the maintenance. So it makes you wonder if his company even properly trained him for what he was doing. So it was a lot of things that went into it. Like when we was talking on the last episode, like my personal thought was, I felt like more of they should have went after the company more than the driver. Like the driver could have got, I say, at least 5 to 10, at least at the most, maybe five. Say safe, serve 5, and then forgive the rest of it. And then they should have went after that company, and whoever the CEO owner who is, whoever that owner is of that company should be the one sitting in jail taking responsibility for what happened.
Yeah.
Especially
and I don't know the whole
failed inspection and
and I don't know the whole story, so I don't know what the company didn't do, what he didn't do, for plea deals or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna go into that because I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be looking like I'm siding with one side or the other. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, it's hard to, I'm in this weird kind of, because I don't know enough of it. I'm left in this kind of muddy middle ground,
mm-hmm.
where I'm, I side with, normal people that were like freaking out, were like, holy crap, you should have gotten like 20 years or 15 years or whatever. But then I agree with the truck drivers, especially the ones that know what they're supposed to do, what you need to do. Because what I've heard is that he didn't do his brake checks. He didn't use the runaway truck ramp. He didn't, he didn't do his precautions that he was supposed to do as a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, being underexperienced. I understand that he panicked, but at the same time, it wasn't like, he was sitting there like left to be like make his own decisions. It was kind of like in his face, like, hey, here you go. Here's your truck ramp, or here you go. You're supposed to do this. He avoided, apparently from what I've heard, he avoided the obvious signs to say, you have to do this, this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
So by doing that, it's almost like you're left going, okay, you didn't do this. Why do you expect us to give you a lesser sentence, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want to say he needs to have 120 years. I mean, that's Colorado's thing and leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was in any other state, I'm sure you'd have less, time or whatever. But it was one of those things that bothered me that he ignored the audience.
Yeah, but you gotta look at it like this. We're not in his shoes. My dad was a truck driver for many years. He had to retire due to some asshole hitting him on his motorcycle.
Yeah.
And, the state, I figure like the state is being too harsh for one. But yeah, he may have fucked up, but who knows what his mind was thinking, what he was going through at the time. I mean, have y'all ever been in a car where the brakes actually failed? I have. And that's a very you don't think
No, you freak out. You just do whatever you can.
Yeah, I mean, I was down south. I could have took myself out, and the brakes just failed completely. And I was going a pretty good speed, but I managed to. Good thing that I was on the dirt roads where I had the opportunity of swerving over and taking the car into like a ditch. But like I said, who knows what his mind was thinking on the highway going that speed. I mean, he could have freaked out to the point where he didn't focus on the runaway. The runaway. Like me and my trail were talking earlier. I'll say so, but who knows what he was thinking at the time. But I just feel like some of these states are, with their laws, are a little bit too harsh. I'm not trying to take up for him or whatever have you. Yeah, you kill people, you hurt people, and it could be my siblings, your siblings, or whoever. But I mean, we don't know what the situation was at that moment. He could have just froze up. We don't know. Like you said, we don't really know. We don't want to take one side and
Exactly.
make somebody think that, okay, well, we root for this one. That one, I'm not saying that he's guilty. I'm not saying that he's 100% innocent, but the state should be a little lenient on this 110-year thing. Hell, you murder somebody, you get 5 or 10 years. And then a couple of years paper. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy, just straight off the back. I know and like I said, I know it was a bad accident, but I don't wish that on nobody. I mean, he's got to deal with time. They putting it like, okay, you're just gonna die in prison or whatever. You're not never gonna see the outside no more. And I feel like you're not giving them time to see if he can get himself back on the track. I mean, he's still a human being. You just throwing him away.
Yeah, in which I agree, because it's like, because I want to say it's like, that's the one thing that's also bugged me. It's like, they have the 110-year. They say, oh, that's the minimum in Colorado. Okay, so it's 110 years for him as a minimum. Is that a minimum for everybody? Or is it a minimum just for car crashes? Is it a minimum for murder? Is it a minimum for rape? Is it, you know what I mean? It's why is that the minimum? Minimum for what? Exactly?
They gave him the minimum of each charge. So I think it was like 40-something charges in total that they got him for. And they gave him the minimum on each charge that he had pleaded, I guess was found guilty of, I should say. And I think out of the 41, it was like 36. So they gave him a minimum of each charge, which I feel like, I just felt like even with all you have to do is reduce, even take some of the charges off. Like to charge him with that many charges, and just the fact that this is a 23-year-old kid, like if somebody at 23 years old when it comes to a semi truck, they do not have that much experience.
No.
And I feel because like here where we live at in Wisconsin, we don't even have the runaway truck as an exit. That's not even an option if your brakes fail here.
Yeah.
So when I'm sitting here thinking about that, I'm like, so what if that was to happen here? Are we just going to give that person 110 years in prison because they crashed their truck and now people die? Like it happens all the time in certain places. And then like in a lot of places, it does just be mechanical failure. But then we just going to throw that person away?
Yeah, it's almost like we need to, if we're going to use the mechanical truck ramp as I guess, the be all end all, we should
Yeah,
have it in every state.
exactly.
I think fucked up as our state is, he'd be acquitted.
Here you go.
What state
Here
is that,
you
by
go.
the way? Just out of
I'm just
curiosity.
saying, Wisconsin,
Yeah,
What's
I'm in Milwaukee.
so you're
Yeah.
up in Wisconsin. Okay.
Yeah.
the home of the acquitters.
We're not going to get into Mr. Rittenhouse and his
We're not doing
shenanigans.
that.
We're not going.
No. We're not
Uh,
going there. We're not going there.
Well, I'm
if
just
it's
saying,
Virginia, where I'm at, but who knows what would happen?
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
I mean, trust me. Everyone comes from all walks of life, but to be honest with you, sometimes some of these states are kind of getting a little too far fetched with some of their laws. They really need to like these truck drivers. I mean, even yourself, you know, Max, that you're in kind of in between. You got to deliver stuff every day to people all day long. So
Yep.
if you pull them off the road, we're all gonna die. Okay, I'm just gonna be straightforward with you. Okay, because this is my end of this is why the director says I'm pretty straightforward on my job. This is why you're gonna pull these truck drivers off the road for shit like this. Okay, and I'm literally telling people, senators, representatives, telling everybody, start re-looking at your laws. Every state, you should come up with a universal law, federal wise. Okay,
Yeah.
all states can agree on it. Okay, all 50 states. Okay, you know, and make it so it's safe for everybody across the board.
Have something where DOT or the federal motor carrier, I can never say that long word, has this like kind of universal package, I guess, of laws for truck drivers, for delivery drivers, for anybody who's I guess a driver in the state of where you need a commercial driver's license or whatever it is. Have this kind of group of laws where it doesn't matter what state you're in, just you follow these rules and that's what it is.
Right.
I understand you're going to have different regions of the U.S. because you have somewhere they're just flat lands, or you have some hills or stuff like that. You know, I understand Colorado, Montana, Idaho, they have mountains. Same with Nevada, so is California. Granted, there's still mountains going all the way through. You got to be going through like Kentucky, Tennessee, all the way up through Virginia, West Virginia. You know, I mean, so you still got mountains. I mean,
when I drove through Idaho and Washington State, I still don't remember seeing any of those runaway truck things. And,
but yeah, I mean, Idaho's got.
And then when you go driving into Washington through Idaho, it's nothing but mountains, and I do not remember seeing a runaway truck thing at all.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with like grades and like certain like where accidents are more prone. I've seen a few of them in West Virginia, not many. I've never seen any in Virginia and North Carolina. At least I've never seen any on the East Coast.
There's some going towards Atlanta.
I mean, I believe it should be a standard. It should be across the board. When you make the rules, and like I said, the DOT,
exactly,
guidelines, and each state can do it, and then the federal government, Supreme Court, can make the decision if it's going to be legal to move forward on those, on their per state. But I think every state should have it. They should have they should have runaway, and it should be for all commercial vehicles. Doesn't mean it's just you got a straight truck.
It shouldn't just be for commercial vehicles. It's just for be for any vehicle, period, with a mechanical failure.
Especially if you're like in a car or an SUV and your brakes fail. Especially if you're like in West Virginia, let's say you're going down the ramp and all of a sudden your brakes give out. At least you have somewhere to go away.
Yeah.
I mean, just think. You remember, Toyota North America had a problem with their brake system. Here's I mean, I'm not to pick on Toyota. But this is true. This actually went to federal court. So let's look at the facts. They programmed something, and in their ECM programming, something wasn't programmed right. Okay, so it didn't pick up on something. Right? There's brand new vehicles that have electronic brake systems. Mazda's now just came to the list too now. That Mazda Motor North America literally has problem with their emergency brake systems. Their parking brake and e-brakes don't work all the time. That's not good. Like, you want everyone wants the technology, but it's not working. Everyone's pushing for these electric trucks, and now Amazon's got the Rivian, like their utility box vans. What they have, yes, great, awesome. FedEx actually just bought a whole bunch too. I just see they bought a whole bunch of They're commercial sized trucks. The question is though, with all electronics, is that stuff going to work over the mechanical ones that are out there on the road now? That's the question, you know. I mean, seriously. I got none against hybrids and electric and stuff like that. But if all of a sudden what happens if some fails, similar to this gentleman here with the semi, what are you going to do? You're going to need something to stop yourself. Otherwise, you're dead. You and anybody else around you will be in a car accident, you know. So, I mean, I do agree. I agree that should be for everybody.
I'm sorry, I lost my ears.
No kidding.
That's why he was bobbing his head all around like crazy.
Still trying to reconnect.
But no, definitely. You know, I mean, we should definitely look out for, because everyone, regardless of your background, you know, they sign up for these jobs, and some are considered, especially in the commercial industry, it's no different working in the hospital. These are high-profile jobs. People expect you to have like, you come to work every day, you do your job, and you are paying attention around you at all times. It's no different working in the hospital, or even working in the ER, or you're driving a truck. You know, you're constantly always looking around you all the time, you know. You're constantly paying attention to stuff like that, what's going on around you. So,
and I'll be right back.
Okay.
And to be honest, even in a hospital setting for us, when an emergency happens sometimes, we are not doing everything by the book. I'm just going to be honest. We are going to do what it takes to get the job done or to save whatever's going on, even when it comes to nursing staff. Not everything is done by the book, because sometimes by the book takes too long.
I mean, that's what's got to happen. And you know, this goes right back to, you know, this is what should happen, you know, and really sometimes you just need to make those last minute decisions or quick decisions, like sometimes happen, like, oh shit, we got to do this or that. So, you know, we're not here to tell you this is what's going to happen. We're just trying to show you the facts that what things could happen for a change, make it better for everybody, not just, you know, him or her or them or whatever else. Make it for everybody, you know.
Right.
You know,
universal laws for DOT is what we need.
Yeah, definitely. You know, really.
We should. They should make Old Man Theater the head of DOT.
Put him in charge.
Everybody will be fired.
Oh
Everybody be down with
that. You'd have to drive to Madison from Waukesha. Oh shit!
Down with OPP.
Everybody
down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. Oh.
No, him. He require all truck drivers to have bulletproof vest on at all times while driving.
I'll bring it back to your man. What's up?
Lord,
oh my gosh!
And then,
well, if I make the government level, like, and I can get Martell in there, then we'll bring you in there. Okay, we'll bring you in there.
Martell was in charge. We'll be just drinking wine.
No. He'd be the lieutenant. He'd be the lieutenant. So I'd be
lieutenant.
In charge.
Well, I can't do no. I can't be no lieutenant governor. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That means the paparazzi would be watching me all the time.
And you would have a bottle in your hand at all times.
I drink to that. Clink, 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 clink. Everybody.
Right.
You'd just be supporting the local wineries in Wisconsin. That's all you'd be doing. I tell you. I'll tell you.
Some of their wines don't have enough
so,
wine alcohol content in there. But.
So, Martell, I want to know tonight, what is your tangent now? So I always like to hear your tangent. We always do it usually once a week. So let's hear about Martell's tangent.
My tangent, because I do have a tangent. My tangent is people who do not dust off their cars after a snowstorm and they got to go drive the next day. That pisses me off so much. I don't like, you get behind people and then all they snow and stuff is blowing on your cars. And you know they can't see behind them. They didn't dust off the back window. Nothing. It pisses me off. Oh my God, it pisses me off so much. Just dust off your damn car. It takes literally less than 5 minutes. Dust your car off.
It took me a second. I'm like, what do you mean by dusting your car off?
The sand. Get the sand off.
Taking the snow off. Thank you. Thank you.
That's the sand. You're looking at the big sandstorms.
Oh
man, Theater, you must be one of those people who don't dust off their vehicle.
All I need is the front, the side that I can see, You know, I drive a van. Everything. You can
Look at
If I
he's
was
even really
if
dressed,
I was
man.
if I was the governor of a state where it snowed at, I would have every officer pull over every last vehicle they see and ticket them $1,000 if the top
Oh shit!
and back windows of your vehicle was not dusted
Wait,
off.
wait.
You
He's
know
gonna be
what?
governor. I guess I'll just be lieutenant. That's fine. I'm good with
But
that. That's
funny
fine.
that you say that. It is a law.
It
It
is.
is. In Virginia, it is too.
They don't
It
follow
is.
it here
Illegal.
because the police officer they'll drive right past the police and police won't do nothing about their cars not being dusted
They're
off.
not doing it. They're not they're not addressing it, but it is against the law.
It is. Yep.
Because
Virginia's
I
too.
get so mad at driving
Next
behind
to the same
people
thing.
like they don't understand they can cause an accident with all that snow blowing in somebody's windshield like that driving behind them.
Especially when they're going down the highway and all of a sudden you get a big old chunk. It goes
Exactly.
like
that has happened to me before with a big old chunk of snow off somebody's vehicle hit my car.
Hey,
Yeah, in Virginia, it's
Was
illegal.
that him? Was that Theo? Theo driving his
Probably
car?
was.
I'm gonna be sitting outside your garage in the morning. I'm gonna get some snow and pile on top of my van. I'm gonna be right outside your damn garage.
Why would you
Once
do
you hit
such
the
a
highway-
thing? Why would you do
Oh my
such a
gosh.
thing?
Oh my gosh.
Y'all, I'm gonna go send a picture of Theo's vehicle to the Milwaukee County Police Department, and I'm gonna tell them as soon as y'all see this vehicle with a bunch of snow on top of it, pull it over.
Be my guest. You don't know which van I'm gonna drive.
You know what I now.
Wait, hey, Martel knows where he lives, so we can do this. We can do this.
He don't know what all my vehicles look like.
You know what? Fine. I'm gonna look. I'm starting to look for the short old man in the van. Is what y'all need to look for.
He's got a beanie on. He's got a beanie like old, like from like
That's
the
not-
70s.
that's
80s.
not
Oh,
right.
good.
Beanie with a little ball on top.
My seats are just. I'm gonna have on a dreadlock wig.
Oh my god.
You know what? This is why I keep telling you need to be at Shady Pines and Rose, Sophia, Dorothy, and Blanche.
God, you're the one that's really forgetful.
I am not
You
that
know, Daddy
forgetful.
Pines
Pines.
can't hold me down.
Oh my God.
Oh my good Lord Jesus. Oh man, theater. Why do you guys gotta make this difficult?
I wouldn't
I
be
ain't
me
talking
if I
about-
didn't.
Huh?
I wouldn't be me if I didn't.
Oh,
What was that, Max?
No, I was just saying you guys bring up Shady Pines. I'm thinking of the Golden Girls now.
yeah.
Whose character is everybody? Let's go into this deep dive. Who's everybody's character?
So it's this one lady. This her name is her name is Georgia, but we call her Rose. She the Rose of the Golden Girls,
I'm talking about my BM on this slide.
aka his BM. Who is it? Tanza is Dorothy, and then Hattie is Sophia, and then Blanche is Charlotte.
I mean, if you check out the TikToks, you can see us. If you look at the TikToks,
Oh yeah, you can see
Yeah.
the one I call Rose is on my TikTok.
you see it on TikTok. So we
When
go
I
to
do my
TikTok.
my Rose check-ins.
We do check-ins at least once a week. Once a week. I get tagged. Chris gets tagged in. Like, hey, oh yeah, check it out. Make sure I like it and share it.
By the way, for the Rose's church members that's gonna see this probably because I put this on her Facebook page. She been in jail. Just to let y'all know.
Gee, what?
Oh,
She's a thug. She is a thug. That is the Mabel Simmons of Milwaukee County.
No.
And she
Don't
don't even drive a Cadillac.
Theo. Don't be going there, Theo.
She throw up gang signs. She do. Fuck
She
Oh
do.
my gosh.
She be talking about her boys on Keith.
Oh my goodness.
She said all she need to know how she only phone number she need her phone is 211-611 and 411. And one of those numbers is her boys on Keith.
Get into a real life Medea.
But what if Theo's number's 812? What if that's her number? Maybe they call Theo.
She
Maybe
part,
it's 812.
no, she mad at Theo. She ain't gonna call Theo. She mad at him.
Oh, okay. She's angry.
She be telling him to
She's
go to
angry.
hell now.
Ooh, shit. Wow. Good job, Theo. Good job.
That's because he was
Go.
talking about her church on the podcast.
She don't love me no more.
Oh my goodness. Oh my, y'all know what you is a mess. Speaking of, I don't know if
Well,
anybody heard this. I kind of don't agree with this, with the CDC and this whole the quarantine thing. They were saying that it's mostly effective at day 1 and 2, and then days 3 through what is it, days 3 through 5 or something like that. You less contagious or whatever, and after day 5 you can go back to work and just wear a mask or whatever. And I was like, and then they said people that are asymptomatic can still go to work. I'm like, if people
Hell
are
no.
asymptomatic, test positive, and they still supposed to go to work, I mean, they can still spread it. So, which means if you are a nurse caring for somebody that's immune compromised and you asymptomatic and you test positive and you go to work, that means you got a good chance of killing your own patient. So, why
Yeah,
would you have
exactly.
these? Why would you recommend for these people to go to work? Is what I don't get. And then why do you feel like 5 days if enough is enough to quarantine? I said, I feel like this is just the CDC bowing down to corporate America in a way.
Well, I almost wonder if not so much well, I'm sure CDC has something to say with it, but I'm wondering if I guess as Biden doesn't want to go into the level of Trump where he was like where Trump shut everything down. And they were like, oh yeah, it's great, shut everything down, and we'll do this and do this. And then all of a sudden when he says he wants to do it, and all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, it's against the, whatever the hell
Mhm.
it is, you know what I mean? It's, against America, and it's all fake news and blah, blah. It's almost like, because it's not Trump saying it, it's like, it's bad
Mhm.
versus, Biden saying it. And I don't know, it's because with Omicron, it's gotten so crazy. Like my brother's got it now. Who, I mean, my whole entire family's vaccinated.
Mhm.
All 3 shots. My brother has it. My aunt has it. My mom has it. I thought I had it, and I don't. Thank God. And my cousin, my niece, and her sister, so my other niece, has it. And it's not. It's one of those things where it's like it doesn't matter whether you're vaccinated or not vaccinated. It's traveled so much that it's like it's almost like as long as you be you and trying to distance yourself,
Mhm.
you'll be okay. But it's almost like it's almost like a flick of the coin.
And what people need to understand, even though you're vaccinated, it doesn't mean you're never going to get COVID. It's just the fact of if you do contract COVID,
You're gonna get less of it.
you get less of it, lessens the blow of it, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. It was just the whole point of the vaccine, or even the flu shot. People get your flu shots too. That's important also.
Yeah,
Flu shots are not 100% guaranteed. Some people still die after getting a flu shot. It's just that it just depends on your body and it weakens the blow. And I always tell people like I'm a firm believer in vaccine being vaccinated. I've gotten a lot of vaccines in my lifetime. Like I was going through my shot record. I didn't know I had a polio shot. Never knew that was a thing. Apparently I had one. Uh, I'm immune to catching a certain type of HIV because I gotten shots as a kid. So
yeah,
I believe in vaccines, people. We need to get these vaccines. Like, I don't know what people are so scared of with the vaccine. Like, oh, the government is going to track me with the vaccine. Like, if you have your location turned on your phone, they're tracking you anyway. So what's the difference?
exactly.
So
And, and
I don't
that,
get what the difference
Shit
is.
off.
You said what theater?
I said, damn, let me turn this shit off.
They got
I
you,
always
Theo. Theo, they're watching you, buddy. We see you, buddy. We see you.
I mean,
Hey,
but
Theo.
he's like looking around.
Theo, we see you, buddy. We see you,
before
Theo.
before like even internet was really a thing on phones, like every time you make a phone call and your phone
Yeah,
pings off a tower, they can track that you were in that area based off of where your cell phone pinged at. And this has been going on for years. So to say like, oh, they're chipping everybody to track us, it's the dumbest thing I have ever heard in my whole entire life.
and actually, it's funny you bring that up because another thing that really frustrates me, especially with the kids, because now they're rolling out the vaccine for the kids for
Mm-hmm.
schools and whatnot. They get all these, I'll just say parents. I'm not going to label them but for obvious reasons. So they don't get everybody all bent out of shape. But let's just say parents in quotations. I get my kid to have a vaccine. Blah 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 blah. He's going to be a natural kid. What about the other 6 that you had before you went into school? Your polio, your freaking chicken pox, your measles, your whatever.
Measles, mumps, all that stuff like that.
Exactly, measles, mumps. Exactly. You're vaccinating your kid from age 1 to freaking 4 so he can go to school. Okay, so you throw COVID in there one extra time or flu in there one extra time, whatever. It's so frustrating that these parents sit there, will vaccinate their kids with all the other vaccines for the last, let's say, 50 years. But then this one is all of a sudden the evil one.
Yeah. And or the people who use this for is to say, oh, I'm not getting a vaccine for religious reasons. And then when people like that said it to me, I'll be like, okay, I don't want to see you taking no Tylenol, no ibuprofen, no aspirin. I don't want to see you taking no medicines whatsoever.
Thank you.
When you when you're sick or have aches and pains, I don't want to see you using nothing, because apparently that's against your religion too. You refuse to get the vaccine.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
And then a lot of people like I hope we don't go into another government shutdown. Like I hope we have another shutdown, because you know why? I don't like you all on the road. I was able to get up for work 30 minutes before I was supposed to be there and still get there on time because y'all wasn't on the road.
Exactly. I'm sorry, it sounds selfish, but exactly.
I loved it.
Working from home. That's it.
Oh my! I loved it. Then I didn't have to park 6 blocks away and then walk to campus and stuff, because you know what? There wasn't no visitors allowed in the building, so that means I can park in visitor parking.
Exactly.
Oh man, theater! Don't you shake your head, because you know you enjoyed it too.
I parked 12 blocks away. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Oh, okay.
No, not during that shutdown. You did.
Yes, I did.
You a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. He's a lawyer. Okay. He's a lawyer.
A liar.
He's a lawyer.
Whoever's taping this, I did.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it. He parked right next door.
I did.
Hey, I know. He parked on the next street over. I know. Not second door. He parked at 87th and then walked his little butt across the highway.
I'm not gonna lie. I parked in parking structure 1 right in front of the door every day during that pandemic when everything was shut.
I did. I honestly did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, I loved it. Only thing is, you have to pick what times you want to go to the store, because people didn't have nothing else to do except to go to Walmart and Target and stuff, because that's the only thing that was open. So you have to pick the good times to go to the store. But other than that, I loved when it was a shutdown. It wasn't people outside. I don't too much deal with people. That's why everybody keeps on saying, like, what if you get famous off the podcast? I said, I'd be one of those famous people you'll never see in public. I don't like people like that.
No, wait.
The famous antisocial.
Right.
How'd you get on the aeroplane and deal with people in Maryland then and come back home? How did you do that?
To be honest, it's a nice older lady and a nice younger lady that sat in between us or something like that. So I was pretty fine with them. Only thing that bothered me on the aeroplane was the people who was refusing to pull their mask up during the flight, and then had the nerves be sitting there coughing. So I was getting mad about that. But other than that, I was pretty good with the aeroplane. And then on the way back, it wasn't that many people on there, so I was fine.
No, it was nice to have a nice small amount of people that early in the morning.
Yeah. Other than that, I was completely fine. It's just that, speaking, why is these people going so crazy on the aeroplanes? You see that lady spit on that man?
Have you seen that just the aggressive people, the amount of people, it's went up so crazy.
And some of these airplanes don't got alcohol.
No, it's like 12 to 15%. Yeah, no alcohol on they're actually talking about pulling it out.
They had 4,000 and something calls on the aeroplane over masks this year.
Yeah.
Like what?
And between the CDC, okay, and then all your airports, okay, airlines, everyone else has the same rules, okay. That means, forgive me for a second here, the overall organization that deals with the Federal Aircraft Association.
FAA. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so they set the guidelines according to the CDC. Okay, so they made it across the board everywhere in the United States. Okay, all right, and I believe from what my friends told me in Canada, it's the same routine. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's get this straight. Let's get this straight. Okay, you can't even go to Canada right now unless you've been vaccinated. Okay, all right, and now the booster will be eventually by the sound like by the summer. So you're gonna need a card if you want to fly anywhere to go to Canada or even drive over there. Okay, and they make it mandatory in Canada. You need the card to even go to a restaurant or go to any public place, and you have to show your card.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
how New York is now.
now
Yeah.
some Americans will say that it's violating their rights. Again, false. You're not violating constitutional rights. For again, false. We like to bust them up right here in this podcast. I will tell you straight up, that's false. If a private industry wishes to ask for your card and you do not wish to wear a mask and be vaccinated, you can be asked to leave the property.
Yeah, they can refuse service to them if you're not
And
vaccinated. I agree.
they can call the police. You can be arrested and thrown in jail.
I
So
totally agree with that. We've seen videos that happening in New York where people being
it's gonna happen. It's
didn't
gonna
want
happen
to.
across the board.
They asked them to leave, and the people refused to leave, and they got arrested for not being vaccinated and trying to still party. I
Yep.
know for the New Year's Eve at Times Square, they're requiring everybody to be vaccinated. You have to wear a mask at all times. So some people are saying like, well, why are you adding so many restrictions, even though it's an outdoor event? It's still New York during that time. It's a lot of people on top of each other,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
it's a super spreader. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I think they lowered the amount of people there to like only 15,000 in Times Square this year.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they're toning it down.
Yeah, so they toned it down about with how many people who can be in Times Square. So, which I can see we're going in the right direction, but I feel like we just gonna have to go through another shutdown and get things.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it, weirdly enough. I mean, I would like it.
It should happen after January 29th, though, that the shutdown happened. Like the month of February, they can shut down.
Why in January? Is that curiosity?
Oh, because they can't cancel the Royal Rumble. I'm going to the Royal Rumble in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he's got a big
Okay.
event that he paid for that he won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that may not happen. You know, that may not happen. Just so you know.
And the sad thing is for me, it's like with me being at FedEx, it's like it's not going to affect me work wise. I mean, it didn't affect me the last time. I mean, it made my work life easier. I didn't have to deal with all the bullshit, but I mean, I at least did like it a little bit, just to because especially with Omicron, with it spreading so fast. Like I said, my mom and I had both our scares where we're like, "Oh shit, we might have it." I don't almost want to like just kind of like put that barrier down and just like be like, okay, let's do it for 2 weeks. Let the Omicron kind of like fade out. I mean, it's not obviously going to fade out because people can be fucking stupid, obviously, but just to kind of like slam the brakes, so to speak,
Right.
for a bit, and then slowly start to feed back in. I mean, even when Trump did it, I mean, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. It was everybody turned into some political bullshit.
After the last government shutdown, I just feel like everything just reopened way too fast.
Way too fast, exactly. It was just political bullshit. It was all propaganda bullshit.
They didn't have any rule, like any like guidelines to start. You know, it's like here, you guys, you can open up. You can have so many people in your restaurant. I mean, to me, if we have to,
it was literally a flick of a switch. It was like an on-off switch. That's all it was.
If we went back to drive-ins, you know, just everyone had to go through a drive-through and pick your food up, order it on through your phone or your tablet or your electronic device, and do it that way. If we have to go back to that, we go back to that. Okay, this is not the end of the world. Okay, that just means those people in those restaurants have to bring it out to your vehicle, and then you got to wear a mask, and they'll hand it to you, and that's it. You know, end of story.
I mean, I feel like if you're vaccinated and then you're somewhat spaced out, I believe you still should be allowed to do in-person dining, just for the simple fact for those people who rely on, like people who are like servers who rely on that money, can still have some type of money coming in where we don't have half of America not working. And I feel like my whole thing is I feel like the people who are doing the necessary steps and getting vaccinated and, you know, being safe and doing everything what we're supposed to be doing to try to get back to whatever normal is at this point. I don't feel like people who are vaccinated do what they're supposed to be doing should be getting punished for the people who are unvaccinated. So I don't feel like if we do go into a shutdown, I don't feel like the people who've been doing what they're supposed to be doing, got their vaccines, got their boosters, doing everything by the book, keeping their hands clean, whatever. Because come on now, I don't care if y'all black light my hands before I go into an establishment. For all I care, it's just the fact like everybody shouldn't be punished for the
So
stupid.
you're saying like shut down, basically shut down for the anti-vaxxers, backers, like shut down for the assholes, and then the rest of us.
Until y'all comply, y'all cannot participate in nothing until y'all comply.
That's actually good. I like that though. That's actually kind of cool, especially if they do it from a government level. Like,
Yeah,
it almost forces them to do it because everybody goes, "Oh, you're going to do this. You're going to die. You're going to do this. You're going to do vaccine. You're going to do this vaccine." And all of a sudden, here it has been almost a year, and it's like everybody's like, "Oh, we're wrong."
we're going into what, year 2 of this now?
Yeah, year 2.
This
And
thing
they're
started.
still saying the same bullshit. They're still saying the same bullshit.
This started around the winter of 2019. When actually it started. So it
Yeah,
wasn't
it was November of 2019.
You know
basically.
what? I am nominating Old Man Theater to be head of the CDC.
You're gonna fire Fauci?
You cannot. That cannot solve everything, Theater.
No, we need Fauci on the team a little bit.
What is wrong with you? That cannot solve everything.
I
mean,
that will not solve the problem.
That'll make a lot of people happy, but
yeah, a lot of people might want to go to Taco Bell or a Pizza Hut or whatever.
That's what Fauci be high. Everybody listen to Fauci. He be high.
Oh God, Theater.
He got an ink pen.
What is wrong with you?
I'm just saying.
But this is why I keep saying you need to be.
Max, what happened?
Max got turned
sideways.
I'm
just changing my background.
Max, he got turned sideways. He went sideways on us.
No, it's not that. I'm just changing my background. That's all.
He went sideways on us. Okay.
I'm just pushing buttons. Hold on. Don't worry about
it. Theo, you were doing too much, buddy. You need to calm it down.
So Theo,
I'm just chilling.
Tipped him over.
I'm just chilling.
So Theo, what are your thoughts if we do another government shutdown? Should we punish everybody or just punish the unvaccinated?
I should think that they should punish me and send me home with pay and a nice fat sack and some gummies.
You save lives. You can't be sitting at home. You are in a very important part of the facility.
But let me come to work with my gummies.
Can you all see me okay?
Yep.
Yeah. Perfectly.
Okay, cool. All right. No,
come to work with my gummies. I'll share. I ain't like that. Well, maybe not. I probably won't share it with everybody now.
Oh boy. Okay, so you're gonna share with everybody now?
But you are a very important part of the facility. And without you, a lot of people can die.
That's right. So Theo, you gotta be there every day, buddy.
Yeah,
you've had your shots.
And some people there make it to work on time too. So yeah, I guess I gotta stand up. I don't think they should shut it down for everybody.
Look, now he's just talking Martell. Listen to him. Listen to him.
You know what, you fussy old man.
Listen to him.
I gotta show up.
We better let him take a nap.
No,
are you all beating up on the old man?
You know what? Trying to punish people that still ain't gonna make them do right. People just gonna be people.
I mean, but for us vaccinated people, we tired of following the rules and doing whatever the government tell us to do to get back to whatever the normal is. Just for these people who are unvaccinated to keep ruining it for us.
Exactly. The sad thing is, I don't think we'll ever get back to normal. To be honest,
ain't nothing never gonna be 100%. Never.
Never. No. Exactly.
You know, but it's just I don't know what to say on that one. It's just people just stupid.
You got a friend there that worked at the facility. It was like COVID would go away if people just stopped talking about it. Like what?
Who said that?
You know, I can't say the name on here. I'll let you know when we're done recording, but
okay.
You know, it's weirdly though. I wonder if that would be the same because I forget where I heard that from. Where somebody said that about racism, where if like you didn't talk about it, it wouldn't be there or something like that. Something to that effect. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
you talking about racism?
Yeah, I've heard that
Yeah,
before somewhere.
I done heard that too.
But
It is what it
but
is.
we
I
don't.
mean,
But yeah, we can stop talking about it. But then if the people who are still out there being very
They're
racist,
gonna still be there, exactly.
they're still
Yeah.
gonna be there and still doing it. So that's why you have to talk about certain things. Like even with COVID, it was like, oh, uh, if we start talking about the 3,000 people who were tested positive in one day, then it'll just go away. Like, no, that's not how.
Yeah, COVID's still gonna be there.
It's still going to be there whether we talk about it or not. People are still going to be dying. People are still going to be sick. And like I said from the beginning, when this whole thing happened, when our former president decided, which is what's common nickname is Karen's grandpa. Um, when our former president,
Anyway, our former president. You said that's so nice. Our former president. Just say the piece of shit. Because you're like our piece of shit. That was our president.
The guy that's getting indicted in New York City.
the orange man that was our former president was warned about this as soon as he got into office and completely ignored everything. Even we had to hold the panel of people that was put together who was supposed to manage this when the last president before him left, and he just said, "Oh no, we're gonna get rid of it." And next thing we know, we have a pandemic. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah, of course not.
Because all he thought about was the stock market and
It's about himself.
and he had millions and millions of dollars, and I'm rich and I can fire whoever I want to fire.
I said perfect. I think that's perfect. By the way, off topic. If you ever get a chance, I'm gonna boast. Hold on. No, I don't have to. Damn, I don't have the books down here. I'm gonna boast Mary Trump's book. That is an awesome book to read. If you ever get a chance, I forget what the name of the title is now. Shit. Just look up Mary Trump's book that she just wrote recently. It is fantastic. It'll show basically his life growing up and how much of a freaking freakazoid not only is he is, but his parents and his freaking family were. They basically built him, and I say built him loosely. His parents were such freaks that literally he just fed off them and turned into his parents.
I feel like the government should sue the condom company that his parents was using around that time for the birth of Donald Trump. That's how I feel.
Oh boy.
Was it Too Much or Not Enough? I think is the name of the book. I can't think of the name of the book off the top of my head. I want to say it's Too Much or Not Enough, but it's Jesus Christ, that family is fucked. I mean, his older brother, who he's talked about before in interviews, he was like, I want to say 8 or 9 years old, and his brother was probably like 15. His brother was very kind of down to earth, very mellow, very calm, very whatever. And Trump was such a little shit that drew his brother or him into drinking. To where his brother's like, I can't deal with him. I gotta go and do my own thing. And then even when his brother he became a pilot for, I want to say it's, oh my God, why can't I think of the airline? But start with a T. Hold on, it'll come to me. Back in the 70s.
Oh.
TWA. His dad thought of him as a glorified bus driver.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a pilot, and you're just a glorified bus driver in the air. That's how his dad put him.
Mm-hmm.
And Trump's brother basically was like so beat up by not only Trump, but his mother, his father, and everything else like that, to where he basically just drank. He just drank to the point where he died at 45 years old of alcoholism.
That's happened to his father, huh? Wow.
Yeah. And it's just like you read the book and you're just like, crap. And it puts you in this whole other level where you look at Trump. I mean, we love Trump, obviously. You're just like, oh, this book is fake news. It's a piece of shit. But if you don't look at Trump that way, you look at the book and you're like, holy crap, you're literally a vindictive piece of shit. And you're never going to admit it.
It's true.
They should find the scientist that built that motherfucker and kill it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Trump is not human. He's like the monsters. He was created. There was a scientist that took a piece of this over here, took a piece of shit from over there, and shit from down there and up there, and they added it and stirred that shit up, and became a Trump. And became a Trump.
Gosh.
That motherfucker wasn't born. He wasn't hatched. He was made out of many different pieces of some other shit.
Did you take your medication today?
I think.
No, you don't thank for Theo. Don't thank for Theo.
Old man Theo is not feeling so good.
Don't go there, Crystal.
He's not feeling so good right now. He's got a case of
good. I'm just listening to y'all. Trump is not a fucking human being. Somebody built that piece of shit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Now, before we head too much over time,
All
let's start with Max. You got any goals going into the new year?
I don't know. I mean, my goals are pretty boring, actually. I mean, I guess I don't really have anything. I kind of just, willy-nilly into every year.
Gonna wing it, I guess, apparently. I guess, yeah. Oh, he's gonna actually meet some people in 2022. Max gonna meet some
there you go.
If COVID let us.
It's well, oh yeah, that's true. Well, I guess yeah.
Old man theater. What old man goals you got going on?
Is to pick better friends to hang out with.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
Why do I even ask? Why do I even bother?
Or should I say associates?
Why do I even bother to ask?
Oh, hold on. Maybe Theo can hang out with T-Pain in 2022. Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. Nah.
No.
My goal is to just be me and
Yeah.
keep it real and keep it 100 and cut the bullshit.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Perfect.
Good
Crystal,
deal.
what is yours?
2022. Well, gonna get myself moving a little more and get back to being me.
That's it?
No, that's it. So I'm gonna back to being me. That's my goal for 2022, and actually be able to do more activities and actually get down to Millertown once in a while. And to see that gentleman that's right next to me here.
Ooh.
Miller time.
So, who? What do you think, Mr. Rowland?
Oh,
I'm gonna go see Mr. Rowland.
I thought we were talking about the power of the Christmas tree.
And then
Oh,
we can
shit.
we can drink to that. How's that? Oh my god.
Here we go. Actually, you know what? Has everybody got a drink on them? At least something, water, whatever.
Theo don't have nothing. He's got a bottle of water.
That's that he got
There
his.
you go, Pepsi. We got
All right, I got
water.
water.
I got water. There
I
you
got
go.
water. All right.
Cheers to everybody.
Clink, 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 clink,
Yeah, quickly.
clink.
Hey, Max, and it's a pleasure having you on. And I did want to say while we was on here, me and Montreal spoke earlier. I mean, if those people that see this video, this podcast on different networks or whatever have you, feel free to find us on Facebook, inboxes, and get us to send you a Zoom. Crystal?
Oh, definitely, will do. I thank you for the welcoming. I was nervous, obviously.
We don't.
And Crystal, brought me in and said, just be yourself, have fun. And you guys have been so welcoming, and I've had so much fun.
Yeah, we do talk serious shit, but we have fun in the process of doing it, and that's the way we are.
Mhm.
So in Wisconsin, we are the Midwest nice. I mean, that's just where it's at. So right here, states around us.
So,
We
and
are.
you
we are-
guys at least sponsor the Midwest, but here I am as a freaking Well, I guess yeah, it could be a nor'easter.
You're a
I don't want to say
mid-Atlantic Easterner. Okay, that's
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm sponsoring DC. How about that?
Ursa,
I'm
aren't you like
Virginia, but
considered
it's
like a New England area person?
No. You're more south. No, New
I'm
England's
born in
up
Virginia,
in the
but
corner over that way, like that, whatever it is. I don't know, whatever.
Virginia is part of New
Mis-
England.
So, Mr. Roland, what is your New Year's
Oh,
resolution
my
for
goals for
2022?
2022 is to do more hoeing.
What are you gonna do stuff for me too?
Shed a couple of pounds. Be more active with the listeners, and let's see, and buy more shoes. And tell a lot less people to go to hell is my goal.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What is so funny?
And in 2022, Martel told me to stop wearing my flannels.
Yeah, please stop wearing your flannels. I can't stand flannels.
Get some suspenders.
No.
Flannels are amazing.
I love flannels. This boy over here,
flannels are hideous.
He's from the city. He's a
They're
city boy.
amazing.
No,
So warm,
flannels look cheap. They like the brown shoes. Shoes that are brown and ugly last forever. Those are flannels. That's the flannels are the brown shoes of freaking fabric. Shoes that are brown and ugly last forever.
Listen, I'm sorry, Max. I know he's from the city. He's just a city boy. So hopefully next year we'll actually be able to take. Our goal for Same Cast Different Days is actually take it on the road. So our goal in 2022 would actually be out there in the public eye, which may be a little dangerous.
I'm just saying, burn the flannel, burn it.
Hey Max, just come back and join us again and bring somebody, add somebody on. This is just us Tuesdays, and like I said, we have a good conversation. Then we always lead off into talking about
whatever Theo shenanigans is, basically.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. Sometimes Martel talks about our friend who lives out.
I'm curious. Where do you guys post? What do you guys post on? I mean, do you do the iTunes? I mean, anything like that?
So we are available on all streaming services except for Tidal. So they can find us on iHeartRadio, Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Deezer. It's a lot of streaming services out there, and then the video version goes on YouTube.
How cool! So the whole world knows about me now.
So all those people will know that Mr. Payne over there.
Oh, God. It doesn't matter. Next thing I know, it's like coworkers will be like, "I saw you on that podcast the other
day." Maybe in 2022 we can do a truckers podcast. We'll try and get a whole bunch of truckers.
There we go. That'd be cool. That'd be cool as shit.
Yeah. We get a bunch of the truckers on there, and Theo's gonna be tongue-tied with all these truck drivers. Man, watch out, Theo. I do know some
never
truck drivers.
Never tongue-tied.
And as always, people, don't forget to head over to cafepress.com/SCDD podcast for your official podcast merch. And as always, don't forget to follow us on Facebook. We're trying to grow our Facebook community. We're trying to at least get to that 3,000 strong. So make sure y'all follow us on Facebook, hit the like, and interact with us on Facebook. And if you send us a DM, you do get a response within 24 hours. So any final thoughts from anybody before we go?
I guess for me, I'll say is thank you guys for allowing me to come on. I mean, I'm new and it's a little nerve-wracking, but I enjoyed myself. It was a lot of fun.
All is welcome on this podcast.
We try to be.
Thank you.
We do the Midwest nice things, so we do. Yes.
And I want to say one thing, at least for all the military service people and for everybody in the military and everybody retired, whatever. I thank you for your service, and you all have a good evening.
Our podcast is always we always go forward first, which means we always we always thank all those military personnel. So thank you, Max, for doing that this evening. I know sometimes we do drop the ball on it, but we always thank all those military personnel, including civilian personnel. That includes your police, fire department, EMT, and first responders. We always thank them for their services. Thank them all around the state of Wisconsin, and we always thank them for all around the world, all around the states and the world. So.
And thugs too.
What?
No, not Theo. So this has been a Same Cast Different Day podcast. I'm Crystal B.
No, you did it. You did it wrong.
I did. Oh, who did?
No, Crystal
me.
did it wrong.
Oh, fine. We'll
And
do it
Max,
again.
but it's been a pleasure, man.
It goes. This has been Sanecast Different Day Podcast, the number one podcast in Wisconsin for millennials and Gen Zs. I'm Martell Rowland. That's Crystal
I'm
B.
Chris B.
That's Old Man Theater down there, and we have Max over here. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see y'all after the new year.
Before the new year.
After the new year.
After the new year.
We doing one more to close out, right?
See,
Okay,
Old Man Theater ruined this surprise for y'all. It's an episode that drops on January, like 4th or 5th or something like that. That's coming out.
Yeah.
So Old
don't
Man
worry.
Theater dropped the bomb, which is the season finale of Old Man Theater.
Well, it's April Fool's then, damn it.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, whatever.
Thank you all
Okay,
for tuning in.
thanks.
See y'all on the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
See you guys.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
a great week, everyone.